It's like I've gotten a second chance at life to be a better father, a better husband, a better deacon, to do the things that I wasn't doing so well before. Now I've got a chance to turn that around, and I'm thankful for that. My name is Deacon Kevin Orth with the Diocese of Lansing, and I had a long battle with COVID that looked grim for hope of recovery.
He had a lot of things going against him. He had an insult to the brain with what we call a COVID encephalopathy. He had collapsed lungs and infection and all the rest. He had multi-system failure, and under those sets of circumstances, the chances of survival are quite small, but not zero. Not zero. And the family understood that, and I would say he's as sick as a man could get without losing somebody.
I had hospice, the palliative care people, just so many different, the doctors, the nurses. No one had any hope for him. Then I had my clinical friends and family that were like, this is not happening. You gotta let him go. And I'm like, oh.
I always said through our marriage that, no matter what happens, just keep me on life support for a couple years, because a miracle will happen. Never thinking that, I'd be in that situation or needing that. I think faith led me to believe that something was going to happen.
As stressful as that was, I didn't feel the stress, and I feel like it was from the prayer of everybody around me just lifting all of us up.
I think at the worst, the Knights of Columbus sent out the Father McGivney prayer.
I think Father McGivney had a lot to do with my recovery. It was 3 days after they started saying the prayer that I woke up, so, after being in the coma for 40 days.
Christmas Eve, Caitlin Lumen was his nurse, and she went in, and he was awake, trying to move his hands, kind of fidgety, because I don't think he knew what was going on, the trach and all that stuff. He was really just kind of discombobulated, and she was Kevin, speaking to him, and it was he was making eye contact with her. And then finally she just said, give me a big thumbs up. And he went like this. And it was crazy. That was the big turn. I mean, Brenda was just lit up. It was the best. It was probably the best day of nursing ever.
Under my mask, I think I had a mile-wide grin. It was awesome to see. And it was again, one of the greatest days in nursing ever. You just see these things. You're oh my gosh, that is a miracle.
I remember trying to get up and walk for the first time, or at least just stand up, and my body just wouldn't cooperate. I had, no strength, no, feeling in my legs to be able to even do that. It's just the great physical, occupational speech therapist that in the hospital that got me, up and out of bed and, walking and working, so.
December 24th, it was literally a Christmas miracle. I mean, if you think about it, a Christmas Eve miracle.
To me, everything happens for a reason. And so if it helped increase somebody's faith in the hospital, then I kind of, look at it as no matter how it was worth it. I don't think this recovery can be explained. That there's just no explanation for it, for why this miracle happened, or why to me.